And then we have the hyperlapse mode. Hyperlapse is really cool. It's taking a picture. Now, if you know time-lapse is the concept of taking a picture every once in a while and then putting them all together at the end to make an accelerated movement. So that's time-lapse. Hyperlapse is kind of the same idea, but at the same time, the camera is moving. What a better tool to do this than a drone, because the drone actually can move through the air and make really cool hyperlapse. So there's 3 different modes that you can use the hyperlapse, and I'm going to show you how to use it right here. And then lastly, we have our hyperlapse. Now in the hyperlapse mode, what you do is you're going to take a picture every so many intervals. So you can see right here, I'm going to click on that little down arrow and it opens up the option. And what you have in the option is you have 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and then your speed. So you can choose your interval right here. You have your 2-second interval. The length of your clip is the next thing that you want to do. So do you want a 5-second clip? This is your final product right here. And you can go pretty far to a pretty long clip. Now it's going to take you a while to do this depending on the battery level that you have. And you can tell it's actually telling you here, as I get higher up, it's going to say current battery level will not work for this. So I'm just going to do a very short clip. I'm just going to do a 3-second clip. And we're going to do interval every let's do it every 2 seconds, okay? And then here the maximum speed at which we're going to fly. That's really up to you. You kind of have to figure this out, whatever works. You have to do a lot of testing. So I'm going to go a little bit slower. And then here, when you're ready, you basically can get started. Now, if you look at the options in your hyperlapse, we have our hyperlapse free. So it means that you're going to be flying. We have circle. We can do a rotation. We can select our target and then do an orbit around it. Or we have our course lock, which means that we're going to be flying in a straight line. And then we have our waypoint where we can set different waypoints. I'm going to use the waypoints because it's a little bit more complex. So to do this, to set this up, you're going to be pushing down right here. And then this is my first angle, so I'm going to push on it and it's going to record it. Okay. And then I'm going to move forward to go to my next point. This is where I want my hyperlapse to finish or to keep going right here. And then I'm going to do this. And then maybe I want to go forward and I want to climb and I want to yaw, which is what I'm going to do here to kind of reveal this area. And I'm going to bring the camera down as well a little bit to finish this right here. Okay, so I'm going to add this one right here. Now we have our 3 different points and we're pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to push on the red button to get started. And here goes the drone. Now it's flying by itself now, and it's going to go back to its original point to get started. And then it's going to start flying. There it is. And it's going to do, it's got 75 pictures to do. It's going to take 2.5 minutes, as you can see on here. And it's going to follow basically the flight plan that I told it. I like this mode, the waypoint mode, because you can basically do a lot more setup and you can do something more complex than just a straight line, or even the free mode. The free mode is good if you know what you're doing, but this is a good way to pre-record everything and have a nice path and kind of preview your path the entire way and record your checkpoints. If you know how to use Litchi, this is a good way. This is pretty much the same thing that you would do with Litchi. So we're going to let it do its thing, and then let's take a look at what the final result looks like from the camera. And that's it, the video is done. Now it's going to actually record the footage and it should be available actually in a second. You can see the percentage and here it is, it's been created. So we can go in here and preview it. This is, remember, only a 3-second clip, so it's going to be pretty quick. There it is, step by step, kind of moving up. Pretty cool. Let's go back and take a look at the same option, but this time in now free mode. You would just basically start it and you can still see the options in here. It's still going to be a 3-second clip and it's still going to be every 2 seconds, but now instead of having a pre-recorded path, you have to fly it manually. And then our circle mode right here, we're going to select a target. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to fly my drone to where I want it to be. I want to do these rocks right here. They always look pretty cool. We'll get pretty close because there's some trees around, and I know with this radius here it can be pretty safe. And we're going to select our target right here, and we're going to go, we have options, the speed, we have the counterclockwise or clockwise. I'm going to have it go clockwise actually, and then we're going to do a duration of 2 seconds only. I wanted this to be pretty quick, and click start, and then you'll see what it starts doing. Oh, we need to select the target again. There it is. And then click start, and there you go. It's going to take pictures every so many seconds. Now in this mode, if you wanted to do some manual control, if you wanted to climb, for example, like I'm doing right now, then you could actually do that. So right now I'm controlling it manually as it's doing its orbit. All I'm doing is I'm just changing basically the climbing, and I could also change. Now the camera doesn't have to be changed because the object has been selected in the middle, but here there was a tree, so I just clear the tree as we're going around, basically flying in an orbit, and then later I can go down. So you still have some freedom. I can also get closer if I wanted to. It's basically keeping the object right in the middle of the frame as we're flying. I'm keeping an eye on it because there's some trees out there. I'm going to go a little bit forward, see what it does. So you can see, you got to go smooth on these because remember, you're only taking a picture every so many seconds. So you don't want it to be too jerky with your movement. Otherwise, it's not going to look good on your final product. All right, it's creating the video, and again, we should be able to go and see it, and I'll show you what it looks like on the computer. And the last one is going to be our course lock right here. So what's going to happen is we're going to orient the nose of the drone in the proper direction that you want it. So we're going to go right here. I want to go straight towards the beginning of this green right here. I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to go lower. Just like that, and then it's going to keep the course. So course lock right here, we're going to go unlock direction, lock, there you go, lock direction, tapping on it, and then I'm going to start, and then essentially what happens is that as I'm going, the drone is basically going forward at the speed that we decided, and it's not going to change course. You can see right here though, what I can do is I can actually yaw to the left, but it's still going in that same direction. So this is going to help you to do like an effect where you can do a dolly, for example, effect, where the drone is going to keep going in that same direction, but you will be able to basically get the drone sideways. I'm trying to go slowly in that move right here as the drone is still moving forward in the same direction. So what's happening during this is that the drone is still going sideways now as I'm rotating. It's still heading towards the beginning green there that you saw in the original picture, and then I'm going to stop right here and you can see it. It's going to move just basically sideways, just like that. It's moving sideways. I'm not 90 degrees completely, but it's still moving in that same direction, and that is really useful. You could actually technically record your direction of travel and then yaw the drone to the side, and then you basically get a perfect 90-degree travel sideways without touching anything. Then you could move your camera and move your yawing as you please. So again, I could go right here, I could lock the direction, and then I could put my drone like this, okay, and then start it, and it's going to go sideways. It's going to go sideways in the direction that I locked, and then we'd be good to go. All right.